What's your definition of success? Hi guys, I'm Justin. Today I would like to share with you how to define your definition of success, your own unique definition of success. Now, before we get into the details on how to define success or define your own success, let me tell you why is it important to define success. Think about it, or just imagine a log that is floating on the river and it's going with the flows of the current of the river, and just hitting left, hitting right, and just going with the flow. Where would the log end up? Most probably would end up at the downstream somewhere, and it's not the desire of the log. But many of us are going with the flow of society, going with the flow of the current of social media. They are just following the flow. If you ask them, how are you doing? I'm doing well. Where are you going? I'm just going with the flow, see what turns out. And that's not, it's not to say there's something wrong with it, but you are the captain of the ship. You are the captain of your ship. You decide where you want to go. You have the power to decide how your life turn up. You can co-create your life with the universe, and that's the ultimate power. If you are the captain of the ship, you can decide where you want to go. Think about it. If you get into a Uber or a Grab, and you just say to the driver, bring me wherever you want to go, just bring me, would you be happy wherever the person's drop you, whether the Grab drop you or the Uber drops you? I bet no. Because if we know where we want to go, most probably we will be able to define our own success for it. Most of us are measuring success based on other people's definition of success, and we will never be happy, satisfied, or fulfilled. I once was caught up in this in the society definition of success, which is go to school, get good grades. And while I was in school, I struggled. I was an average student. I struggled to get good grades, and I didn't understand why that I need to get good grades, because it was say you need to get good grades. You need to get good grades, but that was not my definition of success. That was the definition that I was influenced with. So you can reach your goals, you can reach the success that you want, and when you discover that you feel lost and disconnected, or maybe even you ask, is that it, is that all, then most probably you're in the wrong track, or you're following the definition of success that is not defined by you. So you need to define your success, because we get caught up with the society definition of success, my parents' definition of success, or your parents, or the just influenced by the whole world definition of success, or the social media definition of success. Tony Robbins says that success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. Now, happiness and fulfillment comes from mastering three things, which is meaning, growth, contribution, and it's not attained by attaining objects to ourselves. So that is the most important reason why we need to define our success, because if we define our success, and it's unique for different people. Some people define success as I want to be I want to be a teacher, or I want to be an engineer, I want to be a doctor, that too, so I can help people out. It doesn't matter. Everybody has their own definition of success. But if you are progressing towards it, most probably you will feel fulfilled. You will feel happy. Now, it's helps if you know your own definition of success, and once you are aware of your own definition of success, it will help you know where you want to go, why you want to go, why you want to reach there, why you want to accomplish it, and where are you now. Then you will be able to take the steps that's necessary, that's able to help you to not just accomplish the goal, but also feel fulfilled while progressing towards it. That's the main importance of defining your own success. Now, I've covered up on why success is important, why we need to define our own success. Now let's talk about some strategies on how to define your own success. Now, there are many strategies available, and the best strategy that I love the most is from Stephen R. Covey, from the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, the book from 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. In that book, there is chapter 2, in the second habit that R. Covey was talking about, which is beginning with the end in mind. And there was a part of a short meditation, I would like to call it meditation, where the author brings you to your own definition of success. Here's how it goes. He said, imagine that you are walking to a funeral service, and as you walk up to to that coffin, and you look down into the coffin and you see it's your face. Now imagine that this is your funeral, and there are 4 people that are going to come up and say something about you. And one of it will be your family member, your friends, and your colleagues, or your church members or community members that know you. Now, what do you want them to say about you? What do you want them to speak about you at the end of your life? What do you want them to say? What do you want them to share about you? Write the name of the person and write down what you want them to remember or say about you. And once you have completed this exercise, you will find that is where your definition of success is. That is where your definition of success is. That is where your success lies. Now, the purpose of life is the expansion of happiness. And if you are expanding your happiness by progressing towards this, your own definition of success, I bet you will be more fulfilled. You will be more happy. And if we could live every day based on our own definition of success, how would life be? How would we be going day by day? How would we react or respond in the stress situations where we are conscious about our own definition of success? And this is the journey that everyone should take, would like to take. I believe everybody should take on this. So here's how it goes. Try this out, test this out, and define your own success so you can live a more happy and fulfilling life.